Hey, future editing Sarah here. I just wanted to pop in and say that I've put a voiceover in rather than letting the original audio from the video play because a lot of it was just kind of drunk and rambling. We had a lot of cocktails and we were like eating vegan takeaway burgers and stuff, and we were just like having a great old chat. So a lot of it's irrelevant, or it's just drunken rambling about things that I'm gonna actually get into in the voiceover. So I'm just gonna get a little bit into why I actually did this and go into a bit more detail than I did on the night. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoy.
What's Sarah doing?
What am I doing?
Fine. She's like, ooh, the stairs.
Okay, I just want to start this off by saying that I was never really the kind of person who would let what other people thought of me and, you know, their opinions of me actually stop me from doing the things that I wanted to do. So as a teenager, up until my early 20s, I would actually cut my hair myself. I would bleach it, I would dye it. I had it like pink and blue, and I'd have a mohawk, I'd have a pixie cut, and as you can see, I'm no stranger to taking the scissors to my hair and just going for it. So, and for quite some time I had short hair. Like, long hair just wasn't a thing for me. Okay.
Put it in the fridge when you go home.
First round.
No, that's
First
so
round.
nice. Jesus.
Like that.
Did you just cut that?
Yeah.
Turn around. That actually is really
That's
nice.
really nice.
That's gorgeous.
Now I'm gonna do a French bob and have like
I don't
straight bangs.
Well, you wanted to go.
You
have
can
beer
stay and
every
have
time.
cocktails.
You wanted to go.
So after having short hair for most of my teenage life, I ended up growing it out about 2016, I believe. And by 2017, I decided to take my pursuit in acting a lot more seriously. So I started taking some short courses with the Gaiety School of Acting, and I absolutely fell in love, and it helped me so much. But that same year, I booked my first kind of featured extra role in Vikings. But if anyone who's ever been an extra or with an agency, you'd know that you kind of have to look exactly the way you did like in that photo. So if you have long hair, you keep it long, you don't cut it. You don't cut your beard if you have a beard. Everything has to stay pretty much the same. So that kind of cemented the long hair thing for a while, because I was doing, you know, work with Vikings for quite some time. And personally, I kind of felt like having long hair could land me more roles, especially with the type of productions I actually wanted to be in. So growing up, I always loved like fantasy. I loved like period dramas, like, things like Vikings excited me. Anything that was like historical, I wanted to be in it. So having long hair is generally a given for women in those kind of productions. So I was like, right, this will get me a lot more of the roles that I wanted to have. So I kept my hair long. So with that in mind, I ended up getting headshots done in 2018. And obviously that cemented the fact that I had to keep that hair for a while, because after spending €200 for headshots, I was not going to make any changes that quick. So also that year, I ended up in a relationship with someone who, though they were amazing in a lot of ways, they were very opinionated with a lot of things, and not in a good way. And of course, I ended up falling in love with him. And with that, obviously, his opinion of me kind of mattered a lot. So when it came to me kind of deciding that I wanted to cut my hair, because at that point I was so sick and tired of long hair getting caught in things, getting all knotted with scarves, and I couldn't wear a hat because it would just fall off, or I'd have it up in a bun and I'd get a lot of tension headaches from having a tight hairdo, that I was just, right, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I want my short hair back. I'll pay for the headshots. Let's do this. So I had mentioned it to him that I was thinking of getting a pixie cut. And he wasn't exactly down with the idea of it. Because to him, women should have long hair because that's feminine. And he likes that. Women shouldn't have short hair because it doesn't look good. He likes women with long hair. At that point, I really should have been just like, excuse me, the fuck? You know, this is my body, I'm gonna do what I want with, and I should have just went and cut my hair. But because of how strongly I felt about him, and he was my first proper relationship, I wanted him to still be attracted to me. I didn't want to do anything that would stop that, so I didn't cut my hair. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time, but the relationship we formed was actually really toxic. I relied on his approval quite a lot because of how much he meant to me. And like, there was a point I remember I asked him a question that any girl or even guy does in a relationship. You're like, oh, will you still love me if I'm not as pretty or this, that, and the other, you know? And fully expecting to get the answer that most people would get, which is, oh, of course, baby, whether they believe it or not. You know, that's what people say. He turned around to me and he decided not to lie to me. He said that he probably wouldn't. And oh my god, that feeling. It was kind of right there that I knew that he was basing his love and attraction for me not off the things that he said he loved about me, like my traits, my personality, and all the things that I love and the fact that I game. And I'll insert the clip here of what my family was saying about that as well. No one cares about who I am. So
and that's probably the best part of you though. Like, yeah, you're beautiful and everything, but like who you are, yeah.
Genius, what about that part?
Genius, fucking dad jokes
Mad
galore, fucking
gamer.
It's also magician when you were a kid.
He loved me for my looks, and that was it. It was solely look based. If I were to lose my looks or lose my hair or whatever, he would not love me. And that, to me, is not real love. But I didn't realize that at that point because I was so sucked in and so caught in his spell that, I mean, I let his opinion get to me because obviously I was in love with him, you know, and I wanted him to be attracted to me. I don't want to be doing anything that would make him look at me any different. So I started at that point feeling a lot less secure in myself and doubting who I was as a person and my looks. And people who know me personally will probably know that I did change quite a bit from who I am while I was dating him. Like, you should love someone for who they are as a person. It should not be based solely on looks, because looks are going to fade. They could fade the next day if you get in an accident or something. Hopefully that never happens to me or any of you at all, but who you are as a person is the thing that stays with you, and that's the thing that should matter. But to him, even though he loved a lot about me, it wasn't enough if I wasn't attractive. I mean, I never thought I'd actually be the person who would kind of fall into that trap of relying on how someone sees me. But yeah, there I was, stuck in a trap. Fast forward a bit, he broke up with me because I didn't want to not be vegan. That was a big whole bleh. We're not going to talk about that. And I also had a contract with a production company at the time that I couldn't change my appearance. So again, I still had long hair for many different reasons, etc, etc. Boom. Lockdown in March. Right, so at this point, things with the production kind of fell off a little bit. And things happened. I'm not going to get into detail, but I ended up not being under contract with them anymore. So I was kind of free to do what I wanted for the first time in a while. And then obviously with lockdown, there was no work, there was nothing going on. So all I was doing was being in my own home. So I got to a point where I got sick of having my hair the way it was, long and in the way and just itchy and hot. And I cut it into a long bob. Insert picture here. Yeah, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with myself for the first time in so long. I felt like a little bit more me, and it was great for about a month. And I got bored with it, and I decided, you know, hey, maybe take a little bit more off. And then boom, you have my bob. And that lasted quite some time, well, a few months. But yeah, it lasted a few months. But I think around mid-September this year, obviously, I started getting a lot of video suggestions from YouTube of women shaving their head. And video after video after video, I fell more and more and more in love with the look because, oh, let me tell you, something about a woman with either short hair or like a buzz cut, oh my god, it does something to me. It is so hot and so badass looking, and I'm like, I want to look like that. I want to be that. That just seems like it's going to be me. Like, so I went on to Amazon. I ordered myself Remington shavers. And I waited very well. It felt like forever because I just wanted to do it. Get it over and done with and just do it. But I waited like maybe a few days, but it felt like forever. And they finally came. And here we are. I got the shavers yesterday. And today we decided to sit down, have some cocktails, order in, and just go for it. And to be quite honest, I'm pretty happy.
get maybe the...
It's not that bad. I don't know. Okay, so that was the video. This is the final result. It's been about 2 weeks since I've shaved my hair now, and I'm pretty happy with the results. I feel like me again, you know? And I can't wait to grow it out to the pixie cut length that I had in the video at one point. Oh my god, I am absolutely in love with that. But until then, I'm gonna be happy and enjoy being a little egg. I suppose if there's anything that I really want you to take away from this video, and kind of the whole reason why I'm recording it in the first place, is that I don't want you to fall into the same trap that I did, of letting someone or something else tell you what you can and can't do with your body. It's not worth it. Nothing is worth that. I just want to say, if there's anything that you want to do, if you want to change your appearance, get a tattoo, shave your head, whatever it is, just do it. Don't let anyone stop you, because at the end of the day, it is your life. You're the person who has to live it yourself. No one else. They can come and go, but you stay with you. So do what makes you happy, be what makes you happy, and just live life to the fullest, because this is the only one you get. So stay true to you and just be who you are, because that is perfect. You are perfect. You are beautiful. And if someone doesn't appreciate you for who you are, then they're not the right person to have in your life, no matter who they are to you. The people who matter are the people who accept you for who you are and who you choose to be, what you choose to look like. People, if they truly love you, they will love you for who you are. And that's family, friends, and partners included. Don't change yourself for someone. Don't. Thank you so much for just sitting and listening to my story, if you've made it this far, and I really hope you enjoyed and you took something away from this. Thanks for watching. Bye.